Hey, folks, welcome to the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. I am your host, Louis Carlin. This is the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network podcast. Huge news today. Huge news in the world of professional wrestling that everyone is talking about. Chris Jericho has been announced for Stone Cold Steve Austin's WWE Network show, which is also seen on Peacock in the US, Broken Skull Sessions. So AEW's Chris Jericho will be a guest on the WWE Network and Stone Cold Steve Austin show, Broken Skull Sessions. And this has got everybody talking, everybody just speculating right now about what this means, what's going to happen. And I can tell you right now, all it is AEW's Chris Jericho showing up to be interviewed by Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's all it is. That's all it is. And a lot of people out there saying, oh, they're working together now. I've seen people tweeting out that they want Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens to rejoin as a team. People speculating that we're going to see Chris Jericho at WrestleMania. People saying, I'd love to see Chris Jericho and Triple H one more time. So everyone is out there. Everyone is jumping to conclusions. When all this really is Chris Jericho sitting down, having a face-to-face discussion with Stone Cold Steve Austin on his show. That's all it is. That's all it is. Let's not jump to conclusions. Let's not get all crazy. Let's not start, putting together our dream AEW WWE matches, because that's not going to happen. That's not what's taking place here. All that's taking place is the interview. That's it. That's it. Tony Khan gave his blessing. Actually, Vince McMahon gave his blessing as well. I'll get to that in a second, but I'll just read the article here. It says AEW star Chris Jericho has been announced for an upcoming episode of Broken Skull Sessions with the WWE Hall of Famer Steve Austin on Peacock and the WWE Network. WWE announced today that the interview will premiere Sunday, April 11th, which is day 2 of WrestleMania 37. And there's a whole promo video with Jericho. They do the Jericho countdown, and then Austin and Jericho are face to face. But that's about it. But that's it. That's all that's going to happen. WrestleMania. He's not showing up at WrestleMania. He's not doing a run in at WrestleMania. It's just an interview that he's doing, and you can understand why he's doing the interview. Why Vince McMahon gave the okay. Chris Jericho, as we all know, just a legendary figure in WWE history. He's been with them for a long time. He's done great work with them, and just he's done so much with the WWE. You would almost be disappointed if Vince McMahon didn't give his blessing. And Vince McMahon did give his blessing. I'll read the article here. It says Vince McMahon's reaction to Steve Austin. And this is from WrestlingInc.com, by the way. Vince McMahon's reaction to Steve Austin wanting Chris Jericho on his WWE Network show. It says AEW President and CEO Tony Khan gave his approval to Chris Jericho for the upcoming Broken Skull Sessions interview with WWE Hall of Famer Steve Austin on Peacock. It says, as noted, actually, I'm not going to read. Let me get down to the McMahon part. Let's see. So I'll read this. He goes, McMahon, I'm sorry. Austin said he was having a beer one night after my Broken Skull Sessions interview with The Undertaker aired, and out of the blue, Chris Jericho reached out and said that was a great interview. Austin recalled, I sent him back a couple of those emojis, one of a beer mug and the other of an eagle. Then he called me right away, then and there. We got to talking. I've always respected the hell out of his career, and I'm glad they found. I'm glad they're. I'm glad they're around. It gives the guys and girls in professional wrestling more places to work. I said I'd love to have you on the show, and he said he'd love to do it. So I checked with Vince McMahon about it. Austin addressed whether or not Vince was hesitant to give his approval. He said he texted Vince and said that he had this badass idea about Jericho coming on the show. And Vince said, it's cool, go ahead. But me and Vince don't always do well with phones and texts. Okay, that's actually funny. So I texted him one more time. He said, are you sure it's okay for me to have Chris Jericho on the show? And Vince gave the thumbs up. Gave him the thumbs up, and he brought Chris Jericho on the show, and that's how it went down. They gave their approvals. Tony Khan is great. Tony Khan is awesome. Tony Khan wants to work with any promotion. He'll give the thumbs up. He's not. he's not a jerk, so to speak. I don't know him personally, but he could have just said, you know what, Jared, you know what, Chris, let's not do this. It's not good. But he said, no, go ahead and do it. Because of his former status with the WWE, it makes a whole lot of sense that everybody gave their blessing. And again, that's all it is. That's all it is Jericho sitting down with Steve Austin on the WWE network during WrestleMania weekend. That's all it is. And even Triple H spoke about it. Um, he gave his thoughts. It says here, also WrestlingInc.com. Great site, by the way. Great site for information. Triple H says, we're open for business. I've said it a million times on things. Vince McMahon has been very open for business. What's best for business for WWE and open to working with whoever. People sometimes create their own situations in their head. I just heard about it today, talking about the Jericho interview, but it's not shocking to me in any sense or form. Triple H admitted that he was not surprised to hear about Jericho's upcoming appearance, even despite comments that Jericho has made since he left the company. Okay, so they're not surprised. So he's saying they were open for business. I don't really know if they're open for business. Triple H was really kind of saying this after we saw AEW or New Japan Impact Wrestling form a partnership. Then suddenly Triple H is like, "Oh, we're open for business too." I don't recall him saying that until after all those partnerships had place. But he said it's not a surprise, and it shouldn't be a surprise to anybody for a former WWE star. Yes, he might have said some questionable things about the WWE in AEW, but that's all part of the game. That's all part of the game, man. And it shouldn't be a surprise to anyone that Chris Jericho will be appearing on the WWE network with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now, if it was the Young Bucks, right, or if it was Kenny Omega, or like Frankie Kazarian showing up, then that would be a surprise, and I would be a little shocked, right? I was like, Frankie Kazarian. That'd be hilarious though if like the next guest is Frankie Kazarian or Stone Cold Steve Austin interview his private party. That would be hilarious. That would be a shock. That would be a shock. But Chris Jericho is not. And again, everyone is out there speculating that he's going to do a run-in. I've seen people tweeting about it on social media, posting about it. He's going to do a run-in at WrestleMania. He's going to rejoin Kevin Owens. We're going to see Chris Jericho. He's going to have the list back. He's going to go over a list. I've seen a lot of comments on that. People getting excited. Oh, WWE, AEW working together and not working together. Okay, let's just take a step back, take a deep breath, and just look at this for what it is. And one more time, all it is Steve Austin interviewing Chris Jericho on the WWE network. And that's all it is. That's all it is. Case closed. On that note, I'm going to say thank you very much for listening to me today. I'm Lewis Carlin. This is the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network podcast. And until next time, thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye. Stay safe, everyone. So long. Bye-bye.